I very much regret that I cannot be present in person to accept this award from the American Society for Cell Biology because you're meeting in charming San Francisco and I'm stuck here in Washington, D.C. trying to finish up the work of the Senate. But I do very much appreciate the recognition of the award, and I very much appreciate the very important work that your society is doing on medical research. We are trying to be of assistance to you in the Congress by increasing the funding for the National Institutes of Health. I work with Senator Tom Harkin, who's the ranking Democrat, on a bipartisan basis to work toward increasing the funding. We have more than met our objective to double NIH funding. We have increased the funding in recent years from $12 to $28 billion. But I regret that this year we have had a totally insufficient allocation for the subcommittee and have not been able to give the NIH increase that I would have preferred. We pressed a resolution to add more than $1 billion in the budget resolution, but when the allocations were made, we were $5 billion under what we were last year, and the subcommittee has to fund education and job training and the Center for Disease Control and many other health agencies, so that could not be accomplished. But I want to urge your organization and all of your political contacts to help us in getting adequate funding in Washington, D.C. so that Senator Harkin and others and I who are sympathetic to the funding for NIH can move ahead on that important line. Another issue where I would like your assistance is on the vote which we will have early next year on stem cells. When stem cells burst upon the scene back in November of 1998, our subcommittee immediately looked into the issue and took up the cause to try to utilize federal funding for stem cell research. And we have been stymied on ideological grounds by those who would prefer to see these stem cells, which are not going to be used, discarded as opposed to using them to save lives. If all of these stem cells could be turned into human life, I would be totally against use of the stem cells for medical research. And as a matter of fact, our subcommittee took the lead in appropriating $2 million for helping people to adopt stem cells. But if they're going to be discarded, obviously they ought to be used. And there are many advocates, including Senator Dianne Feinstein, whose home is in San Francisco, Senator Kennedy, Senator Harkin, Senator Orrin Hatch, and I are pushing forward, but we need political support across the country. We have many serious maladies which have the potential for cure if these stem cells are utilized, and that's a very personal matter as far as I'm concerned. So again, my thanks to your society for the important work you are doing. My thanks for this very prestigious award, and my regrets that I couldn't be in charming San Francisco to enjoy that wondrous city to accept this award in person. Thank you.